Let's see if this cheers me up. It didn't work. At least we got Lamar tomorrow. Let me start from the beginning, good people. What's up, good people? Paul Thomas in the building representing the Cardinal Bird. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it in. What it do, Night Crew? Tyrone representing the Cardinal Bird. Fabian in the building. Dwayne, what's good, Paul? Walter, Evander representing the Cardinal Bird. Evaluations are in order. What's good, Denzel in the building? Robert Maxwell. I'm not saying nothing. Fabian just went old school. Say, Mom said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. Oh. To balance me out for Virginia. Oh. Hold on. How much I hate Virginia. Oh, God. Good evening, Gary Crump. What you on, Jason the Bourbon? I was asleep last night. I feel you. Speaking of, let me just get straight to it. We're gonna get straight into it. So let me go ahead and get out of the Facebook room. So people, if you're watching this on Facebook, it might get ugly. So you come on over to the YouTube channel, Made for the Ville, MadeForTheVille, Made for the Ville. Also Twitter, come on over and join us on the YouTube channel, Made for the Ville. But I got to shut down the Facebook. You know how it goes. So Facebook, you get shut down. Hold on, let's get that right. Facebook goes down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitch goes down in 3, 2, 1, bang. And Twitter goes down in 3. Remember Twitter. Hold on, let me cancel this. Remember Twitter. Come over and join us on the YouTube channel, Made for the Ville, MadeForTheVille. Twitter gets shut down. 3, 2, 1, bang. Okay, good people. Where are we at? I'm just catching up. Evander, I see Mark in the building. At least we got Lamar tomorrow. Salute. Clarksville's finest. Sean Hawk in the building. What's good? Who would turn this program around? Mustbus. He's up. He's losing, but back-to-back Elite Eights in the Sweet 16. He might need a Louisville to get over the hump. Who knows? I think his record is 10-10 right now. That's Athletics University. I'm tired, boss. I feel you. I'm tired. You did not miss much. No. That's a big waste of time right now. Step back. It was definitely a step back. I see you over here, Kelly. Got the girls' game tomorrow. Listen, don't get me started with the effort conversation, the substitution and the effort conversation. You want to get me pissed off? That's where you start. Boy, that Jamie Lucky thing is dangerous. Yeah, Mick Cronin just lost by what 50 the other day. Chris Beard was not convicted. You get him worked up, get Rummage all worked up. I saw man he didn't miss a shot from the floor or the free throw line. If I get pissed off, will I do more snitching? Ask for a friend. If not snitching, it'll be a lot more ridicule. Kentucky would have lost if it wasn't for L. The baggage or damage. And listen, he would have played more. If you want to be honest, he would have played more. Ooh. Oh, okay. Y'all don't mind me. I mean, ooh. Before I get into full ridicule mode, I got to show y'all something. This is a must buy for everyone's household. Nobody told me about this. Have you ever heard of a continuous spray bottle? This is way better than Facebook. This is gonna get that. Listen, it's gonna get ugly in a second. Have y'all heard of a continuous spray bottle? Heard real quick. Yeses or no's? Yeses or no's? Continuous spray bottle. How many people have heard of them? Go Niners, no hate. I feel you. No. Come on, have y'all heard of it? Okay, there's one yes. Kelly Bird, you're telling a story. Y'all, listen, y'all are typing it in. Don't cheat. No, one you can buy an empty continuous spray bottle. You have got to get one of these. Everybody, get them at Walmart. You have got to get, listen, I was in Walmart, right? And I was like, continuous spray bottle, like, what the hell is that? And I was just randomly shopping. I bought one. It is unreal. You better not be using it on your cat. Listen, this is a continuous spray bottle. It's a dot. Look. Oh, I don't know if y'all. Maybe you can hear it. Listen to this. Did y'all hear that? It's a mist. It's like a non-stop mist. Oh, you might be able to see it with that background. Watch this, y'all. And it's continuous mist. It's a game changer. It is a game changer. For whatever you need spray bottles for, go get yourself a continuous. It's awesome. Now that we got that out your way. I don't like next up coaches. People are addicted to next up conversation. Use them when you get your hair cut. Plenty of talent. Okay. Now let's get serious. Plenty of talent on this team to be very good after serious offseason. Need some time with Big Russ. Brad, these things are awesome. Don't be spraying your cat with them things. Listen, I suggest everybody get a continuous spray bottle. Mm. 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 This is no joke. Listen. That's funny. I gotta catch up on that. Yeah. Listen, the whispers will come from. I feel you. I feel you on the whispers. I feel you on the rumors. I feel you on the addiction that everybody has to whispers and private information. Okay, we are not taking the ball to the basket. Trey White is supposed to be a two guard. He cannot get to the basket. We do not have enough motion on the offside of the ball to get to the basket. Tyler Johnson and Sky Clark are the only people that get to the basket, but even Sky Clark struggles a little more getting to the basket because there's not enough motion. Tyler has a problem when he goes to the basket because Brandon can't catch. He has bad hands. He has very bad hands. And he has bad habits because he gets away with grabbing a ball with one arm all the time and cuffing it. Who rebounds like that? We get pushed around because we're not in our stance. Our triple threat stances on offense. Every time we go baseline, the guys just nudge us out of bounds. We fall begging for calls. There's a piss poor standard being set on the defensive end. A piss poor standard. These are not incredibly gifted offensive players that are just killing us. It's simple execution, simple screens. Us not putting pressure on the ball. Us not getting any deflections. You don't get deflections when you don't pressure. You don't get turnovers when you don't pressure. Begging for calls. Listen, and I'll be the first to admit, Virginia got away with putting two hands on our penetration. Pause. They got away. This is called chucking. When we were trying to get around guys, they got away with chucking. When you put two hands on a guy, that is a foul. Now, when the second half started, we got a couple calls. By then, you're down fucking 40 points. Excuse my language. They got away with a lot early on, but that set a standard. Trey White. They're all incredibly wonderful human beings. Trey White cannot get. He can't get around. How should I say this? Trey White can't get around sneaky athletic guards. He can't eat. No, that wasn't even a guard. That was like a forward. Could you imagine being on a court where a sneaky athletic guy can blow around you and you can't get around him, and he plays 28 minutes with 0 rebounds? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I just watched a play. I watched a play 18 minutes before tonight's show started, where Trey White's man was setting picks. Trey White stood like this. And he shuffled about 2 steps forward. He shuffled about 2 steps back. And he just watched. He just watched the whole thing. I mean, did you see? Listen, I'm okay. I don't go too hard on Sky Clark's defense because he's a willing defender, and a lot of times he's playing some nasty point guards. He's not giving up. Now, him giving up that baseline dunk to the big man is unacceptable, but I don't blame him. I blame our standards for defense. There is no punishment. There is no punishment for giving up buckets. I don't care what anybody says. You can be in the best condition of your life. You can't just come out and play 8-9 minutes straight and give full energy. That's why we don't pressure on defense, because they're playing 8-minute stretches. That's why you don't get guys. Listen, if I had to pressure somebody for 8 minutes straight, do you know what your conditioning workouts have to be like to be able to get any pressure against the team and play 8 minutes straight? That's why they can stay on the court for 6, 7, 8 minutes straight, because they don't play any kind of pressure defense, any kind of deflections. Tyler gets up close to somebody. Sky Clark can get up close to somebody. Curtis can, but I know he's looking around like, what am I supposed to do? I'd rather my man just not blow around me. I mean, everybody who gets shots against it, that was the most comfortable. I mean, I've said it the last 4 games. These teams are so fucking comfortable. Driving, shooting, floaters, pull-ups, dunks, rebound. It's just so comfortable. T. Will, I hear what you're saying, but listen. My favorite part of the entire day, my favorite part was watching Nolan go crazy in the first half on the sideline. He was going crazy. Nolan might get in trouble because he showed out. It's my favorite part of the whole day. I was getting ready to throw my remote control through my window. And the only thing that made me feel better is to see that Nolan Smith was as angry as I was. I saw another person angry as I was. I felt better. But here's the thing. It starts with the intensity on defense. Yeah, listen. We let people play on the 3-point line. You can't do that. You couldn't do that in 1999. You couldn't do that in 1999. Why do you think we get pushed around? Why do you think we fall so much? Because we stand up straight on everything and we get away with it. And then we bet. Listen, you want to know the worst thing that could happen to us, that we led the nation in free throws in the first 6, 7 games of the year. Worst thing in the world could have happened is we led the nation in free throws. Because from that point on, we decided we were going to get every single call. And when we didn't get the call, we fell. And then if we did, and then after we fell, we took our time getting up. Thank God Tyler challenged that guy on that breakaway. Thank God Sky came back crashing to help out. But then again, we get the fast break. Sky Clark goes in there, kind of out of control. You know, no jump stops, no jumping into the defender, no making sure you create contact. Now he's on the floor. They're coming back the other way. What do you do? Look at the ref. And like I said, and some of these things are the standard for this, for this group. It's either accepted, it's not taught, but just listen. You watch how easy a Virginia gets through a screen. You watch how hard they fight to get through it, not to get hung up on the screen and flop around begging for the mother. Hello. There you go. Because we fade away on everything. We don't look to draw contact. We do not look to draw contact. Caleb is the only one that plays through contact. Sky does sometimes. Tyler makes sure he get contact. Caleb, Tyler's number one at drawing contact. Caleb's number two. And I'm not talking about just trying to get contact and run up the fouls. I'm talking about really trying to get contact and finishing. You're not getting the call with a record like you got. You think these referees want to make the game long and competitive when they know if they give you a couple bad calls, you're gonna quit? You cower. You cower. You let yourself get pushed around. We can watch the game together right now. You avoiding contact on screens. I'm telling you, you can't chase people. You can't chase people all the way around like we do, not get any turnovers, not get any points in the paint. You realize in the first half, we had like 2 points in the paint. Oh, I'm sorry. The first 11 minutes, we had 2 points in the paint. You know who got the 2 points in the paint? Tyler Johnson. The first 11 minutes, we had 2 points in the paint. We ran another play. Coming out of a timeout. It was a great play. It was a great call. It was a backdoor cut, but the execution is not right on the play because we're standing straight up and dribbling. And then when he cuts, we're not down low, ready to make the pass, have two hands on the ball. Like that stuff adds up, man. And the deeper you go in the season, these good coaches, teams are getting better because they've been executing the fundamentals from the beginning. They've been running the same fundamentals, and the players that play the hardest are now the players that are playing the most. And now they're a lot more experienced. And now they know what each other is going to do. Our game, our systems are a crapshoot on who's going to get an opportunity. Begging for calls. Okay. But here's the thing. Like, okay, on a timeout, right? You guard it. You guard it out. I'm not timeout. Inbound under the basket. You always guard it inside out. Inside out. I watched Trey White guarding the ball. He's standing directly in front of the man like this, which means if the rim is over here, the guy's going to look away and throw a pass. I watched all year. I watched us get killed on stuff under the basket. Simple shit, right? I watched Tyler today guarding the ball. They tried to throw it in bounds. He kicked it out of bounds. I'm like, so here's the problem. We have players capable of following instructions. We have players that are learning the rules. But what I'm saying is we don't have the consistency because of unbalanced expectations, I guess. That's the best way I can say that. Two points, and they came from Tyler. Yeah, he got to hold them accountable, man. You got to hold them accountable. Listen. I'm telling you, man. If I was on this team, man. And listen, there's no tough guy. There's like, to me, you got to be tough in competition, but not like ego tough. But if I was some of these guys sitting behind Trey White, something would have to give. Something would have to give. If I was Manny, Curtis, D'Lo, sometimes Tyler, something would have to give. Because I'm like, Coach, listen, yes, Tyler gets a couple turnovers, right? But listen, when you're out there and there's no movement, the reason I know this is because I'm a 1,000-point scorer. I know what it looks like when you see 8 eyeballs looking at you, and you be like, "Ooh, motherfucker!" Sorry, y'all. Look, that's a little PTSD. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was PTSD. It sucks because my teammate, his man is helping, right? He looking at me, so which means his defender's looking at me. Those other people just standing there, which means their defense. Go do something. Go do something. Go scream for him. You go scream for me. So when I beat this dude, I don't got a big man rotating over. I can just deal with this dude. We do not have movement away from the ball. Listen, I understand if you need space. You need space when you got people that can go around people. I mean, maybe we add Brandon to he can get around some people sometimes, but not efficient enough. Brandon would have to be like he would have to be getting buckets like what's my Kentucky dude? Oscar Sheway. He would have to be getting buckets like that to have people standing around the way we stand around. God. We would switch everything. Coach Brown would say we switch everything. Sky Clark is either got to push that guy out farther or get in front of him and have backside help. Get in front of him. Lay back in his lap. Pause. Get in front of the big man. Fucking undercut him. That's how much you should be under that big man's legs. Or if you're behind him, you push him out. If he tries to make a move, Sky, you got to be ready to take a charge. Help got to come. Help got to be ready. Or if you can't switch, you out the game. We'll find somebody that can switch. Or they just gotta hold these guys more accountable. Listen. If you put, this is nothing against the assistants, but there's something that's not getting, that there's a message that's not getting to Coach Payne. He has a philosophy and he is sticking to his philosophy. And when I watch the reaction of Nolan, I know at least somebody's over there that knows we're not playing acceptable intensity on defense. We're not substituting with accountability on defense. You can play better. You can play harder on defense. And this is college. You burn out kids for 4 minutes. You burn them out for 3-4 minutes and substitute. We have enough talent to burn out kids for 3 to 4 minutes. Get them 3 to 4 minutes rest. Get them back in. There is no reason to play Trey White and Brandon 9 straight minutes and expect them to play any level of intense defense. 30 in the first half. Listen. I don't even want to admit this on air or on this show. Listen, I'll call Steve right now. Steve said I got a good feeling about this. I know what Virginia does. I know what our flaws are. I know what's going to happen. You know what I told Steve 7 minutes before the game started? I said, yeah, Steve, all that's cute. I said, Steve, we're going to be down 26-6. Ask him. Ask Steve. Inbox him. Ask him to tell this story. I told him. That's the exact score I told him. I said, Steve, we're going to be down 26-6. You know what Steve said? He called me. It was 25-7. No, 25-8. No. I said 26-6. And it was 25-7. And Steve said, ha, you were wrong, Marcus. I told him we would be down 26-6. We were down 25-7. And Steve said, ah, you were wrong. I hope y'all took a second to hit the like button if you're enjoying tonight's content. Because I hope y'all enjoying tonight. First of all, I hope you're enjoying tonight's content. Second of all, I hope you find a way to show your appreciation for tonight's content. And listen, yes, some of tonight's conversation is emotional. Okay. Sorry. Hold on. Don't play with me. Red State said I just had to go to the kitchen myself. Sorry, y'all. I'm just skipping past. I've seen Manning up and talking to KP more than any other assistant. He recruited a good class. I mean, God, but here, no, Tino, no. It happened exactly like it's supposed to happen, right until the point where there wasn't a guy jogging up to the scores table. Repeat, those dunks were supposed to happen just like they happened. Everything was unfolding exactly as it should, because our preparation leads to dunks, to wide open dunks. Our substitution patterns, there is no punishment for that dunk. Hey, Manny, can you stop him from dunking? Yes, sir. Get in there. Get him out of there. Yeah. The individual player is not the problem. In my humble opinion, the individual player is not the problem. The standard of what earns you playing time is the problem. What earns you bench time is the problem. No, listen. I was being dramatic on, for effect. But again, in all seriousness, I know what you're saying. Yes, you should be challenging those dunks. But if you're not going to challenge the dunk, cool. But you can't be on the court if you're not going to challenge the dunk. If you're scared to get dunked on, if you can't rotate over faster than that, if you giving them a fucking runway like they got, and when you get a runway, you look for contact and fall, you get knocked down on contact, they get a little bit of runway, and they dunking the shit out of that ball. Laughing. And that's when you stop looking on the court and you see the guy dunk and laugh. And if our coaching staff looks at our player and just keeps on trying to say, well, you just gonna let him do that? No, are you gonna let him do that? Coach, I feel what you're saying, coach. We all feel what you're saying. We did that last year, though. Last year, hey, Sydney, you gonna let him dunk that like that? Man, L, you gonna let him hit you up for 30 like that? Jalen, you gonna let him do that to you? Okay, you got that. We gave that to you. You're trying to get the guys motivated, blah blah. Now we're watching the same behaviors with a whole different crop. The exact same personality of the team with an entire. I gave you the last year's pass. This is a crop. This is a new crop with behavior patterns that are scary. Behavioral patterns that are scary. They fight around the screens the first 2-3 minutes like they should. Minute 4, minute 5, minute 6, that's when the wide open shots come. That's when the lazy rotation comes. That's when the dunks come. The dunks come in minute 7, where we've left our starting 5 out there 7 straight minutes. Got 4-6 points. We played, got 12 points if we're hot. Yeah, we needed an early timeout at 8-0. We needed an early timeout. We needed a conversation. We needed intensity. We needed a early substitution. You can't go down 8-0. You can't be down 12-2. You cannot give up floaters in the lane where maybe we switch, maybe we help, maybe we trap, maybe we don't. And again, everybody got eyeballs. We can see what you're trying to do. We can see how sometimes they do what they're supposed to do, but we see inconsistency, and inconsistency comes from the lack of urgency. The lack of urgency comes from nobody knows what's going to get them benched other than coach ain't going to take him out for that. You know what that leads to? Bad shots. Why does it lead to bad shots? Because fuck it. If I get in the game, the only way he's going to leave me in the game is if I hit a couple 3-pointers. Then he'll let me play. He's not subbing out people for getting beat on defense. Fuck it. Or certain people. This is basketball eyes. Like I feel you. I understand how talented Brandon is, how much potential he got. I understand how much potential Trey White has. I understand how much potential Sky Clark has. But that again, that still doesn't justify the substitution. Well, easy now. Easy now. you throw Dennis and Trenton, a healthy squad out there. It does look a little different, trust me. And 5 stars, they have a certain level of so yeah, listen, slow down now. Listen, I'm upset about the performance, that bad performance. But you got like Tyler is a dog. He is a dog. Brandon is not a dog. Brandon has a lot of talent. He is not a dog. Sky Clark is still a dog. He's still a dog. Like he needs others to be coached with more fundamentals to help him be more effective, right? But yeah, like there's some dogs in there, and there's some puppies, or there's some cats, right? But you throw a couple more dogs in there, and you let them dog it out. It's different. Short teams beat big teams all the time with good boxing out and good fundamentals. Short teams can still win. Short teams with one big man can still be number 4 in the ACC with good fundamentals. How many did he finish with? Chris, and listen, how many did Trey White finish with, and how many did he give up? Going to the stats now. Gosh darn it. Sorry, y'all. Okay. New standings, players. Miss stats. Okay. Minutes on their team 10, 30, 30, 29, 28, 17, 14, 13, 12. Louisville's minutes. Mike James 33. BHH 27, 8 points. Mike James had 8 points. Mike James had 8 points and 2 rebounds, 1 assist in 33 minutes. Brandon had 27 minutes, had 10 rebounds and 8 points. Sky Clark had 36 minutes, 6 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Trey White had 27 minutes, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, and 10 points. Curtis had 22 minutes, 3 rebounds, and 6 points. Caleb Glenn had 19 minutes and had 7 rebounds and 4 points. Tyler had 14 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Do y'all realize Tyler Johnson had 16 less minutes, 17 less minutes than Sky Clark, 1 less rebound, the same assist, and 4 less points. Manny played 10 minutes and had 4 rebounds and 6 points. unjustifiable. Trey White had 27 minutes, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. And here's the thing. 5 of the 10 points was a wide open 3-pointer from the corner and 2 free throws. That was half of his production right there. And God knows, tell me how many points he gave up if he scored 10. Jesus Christ. A non-scoring Virginia team put up 70 points. I expect more from Scott. There's a reason y'all are not going to the foul line. Because you're not playing with any kind of center of gravity. You're standing up crying for fouls. Yeah, then I gotta look at that piece of Jamie. And then every time the game gets a fraction close, we start. Glenn did not have the best. He did not have his best defensive game. Jeez, Caleb, we sit here in politics for you. We expect you to do your. Coach, the next time I see Trey get blown around, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call you. I got your number, and I'm gonna call you and tell you. Shit. Do I need to go to the kitchen or do I need to end the show? Have I been emotional enough tonight? Because, like, if y'all want to save the channel, like, y'all should tell me to quit now. Tommy, you killed it, my brother. I love this dude, baby. Back up. Shout out Lawrence. It's his birthday. Look, okay, y'all got 15 minutes left. Y'all got 15 left. Let's do it. Y'all got 15. Y'all look, y'all sent me to the kitchen. It's all good. We in that kitchen real quick. Because here's the thing. This next 15 minutes. I don't need y'all looking at my firepower in the background. Hope y'all don't see that. Okay. No, listen. Okay, here's the problem. Everybody over there, the kids are bought in. They're not thinking real independent right now. They believe it's a slow rebuild. I don't like the speed of the rebuild, but they believe in it. Okay. Okay, and here's the problem. Here's the problem. The best case scenario is we're going to bring in a lot more dominant talent. Okay. The worst case scenario is we're going to bring in a lot more dominated talent and we're going to underperform. Either way, the best and the worst case scenario is there's going to be a whole lot of talent on this team. That's what we do know. Listen, the Trent Flowers thing, like, you can't help that. The Dennis Evans thing, you just can't help that. It's supposed to be a stacked roster. Curtis Williams Jr. can play. Caleb Glenn can play. Tyler can play. We got dudes that can play. Listen, again, there's only two major gripes. There's two major gripes. The substitutions on the mistakes, the discipline pattern of the mistakes, the look of favoritism. That's one. Number two, the standing up straight without pressure. But that all ends up in one group. Are you telling me that our guys aren't athletic enough to play tight defense? That's not true. That's not true. Listen, if you threaten to take somebody's scholarship for not putting pressure on the ball, they'd put pressure on the ball. But you'd have to take them out after 3 minutes because they'll be dog ass. They put pressure on the ball, and after 3 minutes, they beat. On a 3-pointer, and they let you stay in the game. That's the sideline's fault. Because that means you're what's the word? You're enabling. You're enabling trade. You're enabling Brandon. Again, you don't have to bench Brandon forever, but you gotta take him out to let him feel, hey, you're not in the game because you're not catching the basketball. Listen, Brandon, there was a play. This man had his arm pinned up, and Brandon had his hand out, and he wanted the ball. Okay, in real basketball, you have to hold your man off with one hand and give the man a target with the other hand. That way, the guy has to come over your back or come through you to get the ball. But if you got one hand, if you let the defender in your arm and you got one hand right here in front of your face, that ball's waiting to get deflected. If I'm a guard, I would literally dribble the ball to Brandon's side, and I would dribble it, and I would go. No. I've gotten enough turnovers this year throwing you the ball like that. Listen, on a pick and roll, I throw you the ball. You're not holding people off. You're putting one hand down to catch the ball. How many deflections is it going to take for me to look over at coach and be like, get your fucking guy out of the game, coach? He's cost me 3 turnovers. I like Brandon person. I like Kenny Payne. I like everybody over there. They're all great. I agree with the coach. Our best version is when Brandon's playing great, Trey is playing great, and Sky is playing great. Our ceiling is the highest if those guys are playing great. But when they're not playing great, you got to take them out the game. When they make No, you're wrong. You are wrong. It's selective accountability. It's sometimes accountability. Yeah, it's about 5 people over there who have to answer to mistakes. But there's about 3 that don't. 3 or 4 that don't. So you're wrong. That's why I say, don't say no accountability. Say selective. Say inconsistent accountability. But I feel you. Look, Anthony, you got the Tino treatment. That's why the coaching conversation is useless. Like, because here's the problem. Like, here's the thing. Josh Hurt He's going to ask guys that know who can do the best job. He's going to ask guys what do they think the problem with our current coaching staff is. He's going to go to the big money what do you call it, firm, coaching hiring firm. He's going to do that. He's going to he has 7 steps, and he has to keep all these 7 steps private, because if they go public, all these coaches who end up on these searches are going to end up getting raises, and we're going to end up looking worse of a program, because it's going to be some shit coaches turn us down. How many more times do you have to? How many more raises does Louisville have to get for other basketball coaches before you say, okay, listen, Josh Hurd done a great job with the extensions. He's done a great job handling the media. He's done a great job handling the Jeff Brom situation. Listen, again, I told you last night, I didn't trust him early. I didn't trust Vince Tyree early. I didn't trust Tom Jurich early. I gave Josh Hurd as hard of a time as anybody. Start showing me you got it. You got it. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. The Kenny Payne, like I said, called most of the basketball world wrong on the Kenny Payne thing. Or watch Kenny Payne, take heed. Lessons, maybe. If Kenny Payne changed his substitution pattern and changed it based on low buys and mistakes and stuff like that, we'd win. Listen, we'd win 80% of our last game, and it would piss everybody off. Here's the problem with that. Coach Payne likes to put guys in the position they would be in the NBA. And a lot of times that doesn't necessarily translate to their position in college. I hate our time. Listen, my number one thing I enjoyed was Nolan Smith going crazy. My number 2 was Tyler punching that ball. He only punches the ball when he knows we're being unfairly treated. Listen, don't argue with me. Don't challenge me. I'm telling you, as a New Yorker, he knows when the fix is in. He knows when to punch that ball. He knows when to say, fuck it, y'all cheat. Listen, if he punches the ball, back up Tyler Johnson. He's not a bad attitude kid. He knows you're calling this unfair. That's city shit. Like, you don't understand it. That's basketball lingo. You don't understand it. He punches that ball because he knows. He knew what was going on. He knew you're calling that unfair. Go back and look at the plays before that. Go back and look at, Tyler knows if a person puts 2 hands on you, that's a foul. And he knows, like, even not just normal rules, even the cheating refs. Listen to what I'm saying. He knows even the cheating refs got to call foul if somebody puts 2 hands on you to stop you from driving. So 2 plays earlier, he gets chucked and he catches him. Like, like when BJ Flynn, if BJ Flynn takes the charge and he know he got you and he don't get the call, BJ Flynn knows how to act up. He knows how to act up. Tyler Johnson knew he put 2 hands on me. I flopped. And I kept on dribbling. And he put 2 hands on me again. And I flopped. And so Tyler said, no, I caught him twice, ref. I caught him twice with 2 hands on me. And I flopped exactly. And I kept the ball. And you didn't call either one of those. and we come down here and I swipe at the ball and you call that foul on the swipe, your brain can hear how fast that whistle is. When you swipe at the ball and follow through, your ear is just trained to know, okay, he was calling that. Listen, he knows the referee was calling that foul before the contact really happened. That's why when the ball went up, he punched that shit. He's like, bullshit. You called that before the play even finished up. You gave him that call. They do play defense in the NBA. It's a different time. It's like college clocks down the game. Chris Mack made a living off of it. Yeah. Yeah, no, listen. He gets a pass. Maybe. But you do realize acting light skinned nowadays is turning up. Light skinned dudes be overcompensating. Listen, just what you said, Ronnie. Light skinned dudes overcompensate. And they end up in more trouble than other people for overcompensation. It is what it is. Stop testing light-skinned people. More light-skinned people in jail now than ever before. But yeah, Tyler punching the ball, I enjoyed it. Like, you can't stop. You can't take that out of him. You can't take that out of him. And that had nothing to do with the team, the coaches, the teammates. That was he. Listen, he was trying to adjust to the referees, and the referees told him there is no adjustment. And once the referees tell him by the way they call a game that there is no adjusting, he's pissed off. Yeah, and listen. Listen. You got those situations, and then you got coach selectively punishing Tyler. And then I look at Tyler had 14 minutes. Tyler's the only guy that can get to the basket. He's the only guy that can create in traffic. 14 minutes. He had one rebound. Again, this is not towards Sky Clark. I'm sorry. Listen, I use Mike James as my example. Does Tyler play better defense than Mike James? As good as. So Mike James had 33 minutes, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 8 points. Tyler Johnson had 14 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 4 points. So he had basically half of Mike James' production in 14 minutes. Sky Clark had 36 minutes, 3 rebounds, which I like. And again, I don't have any smoke for Sky Clark because I want him on my court. I mean, I want him coming out and going back in, but he got to play. Curtis got to play. Caleb got to play. Yeah, I mean, you talking about Curtis getting cooked. Curtis out there playing hard. Trey White is olaying it. Trey White had 10
points in 27 minutes. Caleb Glenn, listen, Caleb Glenn's the only backup, and he only played 19 minutes. Brandon played 27. And Virginia big man was in foul trouble. So the dude that was playing center was barely taller than Caleb Glenn. Bam. Bam. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a numbers guy, but the numbers don't even justify it. I'm an eyeballs guy. Just go ahead. Listen, I got no problem with this comment. I will back you up 100%. I believe in the little things. I believe in touching the line. Listen, and I hated it. You're talking to somebody who got pissed at the coaches for fucking with me about jerseys being tucked in. So I hated it too as a player. But as an adult, I see the reasoning behind it. I see the reason. Coach, it's not because of the way they want you to look. It's the discipline of doing all the little things. The rule is to tuck in your jersey. Tuck in your Yeah, I agree with you. I'm sick of seeing that. This channel's gonna get screwed. I hope y'all I really hope y'all hit the like button. I really hope y'all hit the notification, the subscribe, and the membership buttons, because this is taking everything that I love is going into these night shows.